With the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's third down.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Back to throw, Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. And they are going for it. Darnold. And it is incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he fires one incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
First down and 3 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matthew Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years Our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Mike 55, Mike 55. On David.
Darnold on third down, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
You must be dreaming.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Mike 54. Not today, you are. Not today. Hurry, hurry. Motion. Mike 54, Mike 54.
To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Darnold. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
On first down, Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 33. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 33. Going quickly here to Thomas. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Darnold to throw again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Every day, any day. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Throwing again is Darnold. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we got
the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Mayfield down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll go again with Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
54.
From the 17, Mayfield. Forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Avery Williamson able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On first down, here's Love. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Geis. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Alert, 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 alert!
Here we go with Geis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Love. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Coming after you. Check. Crunch.
Mayfield. He can run for it, and he will. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
55. 56.
Darnold from the gun. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It was Damon Harrison on the stop.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Darnold caught here by Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From just shy of midfield, Darnold. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
At the 46-yard line.
Regular.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 54 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Some people under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
It's just me and you.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
180.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, pick your game up. Pistol. Back. General West.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Redskins, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.